Hi everyone, welcome to Flow Session 41, Soul Reality, Soul Flow Reality. And as always, the flow is very important and shouldn't be held back on. So to summarize, if there's something you want to do and it's about living more, then put the thought into it, then go do it. And that's pretty much what I want to have a brief chat about to assist in any way that the obvious is we come up against fears or what appears to be roadblocks via people or the way life has been. But if your soul is calling you to flow, meaning you're getting ideas to do things, but you're allowing roadblocks in the way, and you're thinking about it, and then it builds up in you and comes out in other ways because you know when you sit with yourself quietly that there's something you're not doing for yourself, then that's what I wanted to assist with, that it's really important that you follow through on you. So this session 41 is called Living, because we hold back all too easily in the 3D reality and hang out in the mind and emotions and tell ourselves stories about holding back. So you got to feel and get out of your head and allow new life to gain a momentum. So liberate the new through you and activate that manifestation. So earth and heavenly flow that you are, activate it. New life momentum. It needs you to do those things. It needs you to be active in what you want. Otherwise, you're not going to liberate that flow up through your chest and express it with your whole self in the world. So that takes allowance. That word allowance had such a big effect on me a few years back because, and like I mentioned yesterday in Flow Session 41, our Abraham Hicks had this simple truth that they share with everyone. Change your focus, onto things you enjoy, and you'll start vibrating that way and attracting more of what you enjoy. Well, allowance is a huge part of that in their teachings as well. And it has opened up more for how I feel, proving to myself in allowance. So I hope you can already see without me saying anything how important it is to allow yourself to go with the flow of what you want to do. Because the mind and games that have occurred on planet Earth is all too easy to believe in. Stopping what you want to do is better. And so if you stand up in your own liberating flow of energy and you say, well, I'm just going to allow myself to do this. I know the world is saying this, or someone is telling me that, or I have this negative self-talk. When you shift to the frequency allowance that you're going to let yourself do something, and you prove to your energy field that it felt good, that's what you got to stand up for. So allow proves to yourself, because your vibration shifts, your energy shifts, and that's the core of what your spirit embodied came for. We haven't believed that joy is like a real, higher, authentic reality. We have been in the mindset that money will bring the joy at the end of the day or the week. And when we have these things, we have the joy. But it's truly in the allowance of taking the focus off having something else to feel joy. It's really in the Spirit has come to live, embody it. If you choose not to do those things your embodied spirit wants to do while here, temporarily, 100 years if we're lucky, then you don't feel like you're living, right? And then you'll start to blame other people and this and that and the other, because that feels more real to you to be arguing about what you want, rather than saying, that's got to stop with my focus and I've got to open up a space that allows me to live. So allowing life's waves instead of holding back in restriction and all the patterns that entails. Life's feeling waves from one thing to the next. And yes, we do use our mind and we do have emotions, and they are signposts and signals, and how we think is telling us something, and we can change that anytime we want. We don't have to be restricted. So it really is this true flow we need to get into for living. If we catch ourselves stuck in something or telling ourselves something, you kind of got to wriggle your way out of it and say, the truth is I'm not in flow of enjoying my life here. How do I get back to my enjoying of my life? And you will come up against what is perceived to be roadblocks. People wanting to say no. It feels very real. Systems a certain way, stopping you from something you'd really like to, you feel easily you could do, but there's all system in place. Then you really have to still connect with that flow. Don't doubt it, don't block it, and your spirit will guide you forward. So it's in the not thinking round and round and round, as though the journey is different, but you're still thinking the same things. You need to flow from one smile to the next. And whether that's on your face because you are purposely focusing your energy field to give out something, make sure you're smiling from the inside as well, that you're actually participating in something that feels good. Then you're in the flow. Don't do too many things where you have to put a smile on your face and persevere, because your energy field will suffer. A little organizing with the thinking, yes, to actively liberate your flow. So actively liberate what you want in life. And it will all come back to the heart in what I'm talking about. You're activating your heart. From activating your heart, you hear, listen, and feel more alive, and that's your soul. And with that, you doing your part on earth, you actively receive more connection, manifest energy, because you're doing what's needed. So your heaven and earth, heart level, boom, living your life. And that's an ongoing boom. It's not just the one thing. It's like you decide you're going to live that way, and that's the way it is, because that is the way it is. So yeah, don't go round and round with things. Feel yourself back into the flow of your energy. And like I've said before in nearly every video, it's not a perfect state of being. It's a recognition of whether you're living from yourself or living from others and the world coming at you, and giving up yourself, so that you start to feel like they are who you are. So there's other videos I've done, and I will also emphasize that, I think, coming up, that this recognition of how you feel is needed. Otherwise, we easily can let people into our boundaries and become things that we sit back and say, that doesn't feel right. I don't know why I'm doing that, etc., etc. And this is the spiritual path, because we all got to share this world together. So you have to trust what feels right from this level of you and learn to follow through on you. So I think I've got that covered. And I love this painting of mine in the corner, which I'm just going to turn the camera to focus on. I never get sick of it because it really hits the core of what soul means for me. And I followed my spiritual creativity with this, and it turned into, heaven and earth with a heart, eye, center. And there's so much to the soul that we cannot see. So it's nice to just create something that you can gaze upon that thoroughly reminds you there's so much to yourself and living. So I'll just finish with a little tinker on my steel drum to see if anyone enjoys it as well. I love that there's really no set structure to that. Like a child, you can pick it up and play, and it has such a good effect, and you make up your own tune. Feels so good. I think that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed that flow, and I like that it only went for about 12 minutes. Share anything with me of heart, higher nature, because as you may have noticed, I'm not into recapping on what's holding us back too much anymore, because I believe the planetary energy is that we are all seeing obviously that energy can hold us back if we let it, or we can outwardly grow. So there's lots to experience and share in that, because that kind of light will bring in more for us to grow and experience. And so the head that's still in operation just needs to be used less in holding us back, so we open more to the light and the light frequencies, embody who we are, and that's the changing of the world. So yeah, you can share anything of that nature of moving forward. And if you have any problems that you're dealing with in moving forward, then seek out someone that does work in progression of where you're spiritually at, like in life. Are you putting your spirit forward in life, or really are you doing new and allowing your life to be exactly, what's calling you? because we need you to. As a global family, we need each other to be doing that. So it doesn't take much to give a brother or sister a smile, a good, authentic compliment, and keep moving through life. So you're just kind of like dropping unicorn dust wherever you go. I could say pixie dust, but you know, pixies, fairies, unicorns, all dimensions. When you're giving of yourself, you're giving of your spirit from all dimensions. And yeah, it's free. Spread it around. And you'll feel good too, because there's always good that comes back, either in the moment or because you've lifted your vibration and someone else's. That's in the field. Awesome. Love you lots. Let's enjoy this Christmas. Bye for now.